Alright, so now you should be keeping in mind and thinking about your question of the day for our second day, and that is, what message do you want to send to your classmates, teachers, and other students at Prairie Elementary? What do you want to be remembered for? And you should be keeping in mind what's important to you and what do you like. So then you might send some type of message or write something to go along with your self-portrait. If you don't have a specific message that you want, I just want you to think of a color and maybe some type of detail you can put into the background to go with your self-portrait. Use the last couple pages of your workbook to get some ideas on fonts and patterns that you can put into your background. Think about who you are and what goes along with you, your personality, and the mood you want your self-portrait to have. So get some ideas from this. Think of something that you might want to add in to your background and add any other details you want to, like your shirt or your hair, if you want to put something in your hair. If you have glasses that you need to be adding in, go ahead and work on that and ask for any help that you might need. Alright, so once you have added in all of your details, go ahead and go ahead and erase your lines, like your guidelines here and here. Those need to be gone. Those were your guides. Anything that you overlapped, like my hair overlapped the roundness of the top of my head, so I would erase that top line. Anything that you didn't want, if you changed your jawline or something like that, just make sure you erase all extra lines. That's part of craftsmanship. Then go over the lines that you want to keep with the Sharpie markers. So using both types of Sharpie, the really skinny pen tip type, or the little bit thicker one. Use both types of Sharpie as you outline things. If you want something to be darker, I would use this one. If you want it to be more of like a line or a pattern, I would use the skinnier one. That's like a pen. So make sure you do that. And then you will need to decide what types of colors you want to use. So with adding color for how many details you have made in the eyes and in the hair and in the drawing of this, I would keep it simple when you add color. I would maybe add one color to your shirt and have that same color in the background. And then you are welcome to use crayons and colored pencils to shade in your skin tone if you would like. Or if you kind of want to keep it black and white, I am okay with that as well. Alright, so in finishing my self-portrait and adding my color, I tried to keep it simple. I used mostly yellow for details. I did add skin tone. You will be able to use these different shades of skin tone crayons and colored pencils. When you do this and when you use these, I recommend doing long, smooth, even brush strokes and not pushing very hard. There were some areas where if I felt like there needed to be a shadow, I pushed a little bit harder. Here, where my chin would make a shadow on my neck or my nose might make a shadow, you could push a little bit harder. But just think about the direction that your face is moving and where things pop out, and that's the direction that you should shade in. Same thing with the hair. Think about the way the hair grows. If your hair is growing the way that mine's growing, then kind of curve it down. If you have spiky hair, then you would go up and down. Think of the different ways that your face and your hair grows, and that's the direction that you should shade things in. But try to keep it simple with the color because you've done so much and done so much work with the details and the drawing of your face. When you are completely done, you will be taking this picture and gluing it onto a background. So I have a whole bunch of background colors that you can add. Probably think about something that matches with what you've chosen. So I'm going to choose a yellow, and then I would use my glue bottle and glue this to my background. When you glue for this one, instead of dot, dot, not a lot, I want you to just outline carefully around the edge of this rectangle. Center it onto your background color. Make sure that your outline isn't too thick. It should be just a skinny line, making sure it's close to the edge, and press that down. And then make sure that you go ahead and sign your artwork in a bottom corner. And that could be on your background color or your actual drawing. That's kind of up to you. So sign that with a marker. Hopefully on the back of your colored paper, please also write your first and last name and class code. Put that on the drying rack, and then you would go back to your packet when you are completely finished and fill in the questions on the back of the first page for your self-assessment that you would then record and put on Seesaw. All right, good luck in finishing this project.